page number 45, please.
45. Okay.
Yes. The lesson is being recorded, so let's start, okay? We're going to start with the keyword transformation.
Okay.
All right. Let me see. Okay, there you are. That verse here has been done as an example for us, okay? If the bank refuses to lend us money, we might have to ask your parents instead, right? So we have a secure request. So if the bank turns down our request for a loan, we might have to ask your parents instead, right? The phrase the
Okay.
bank turns down, sorry, means to refuse, as you know. Number one, having a holiday together was a mistake because we argued all the time. So I
Hmm.
wish you had done what?
Okay. The wish is the way to say regrets, right?
Yes,
I wish I had. Oh, I mean, I wish had never, maybe had
yes.
never. Hmm. Had never. Had never had.
Okay, it says on holiday.
Yeah. Had never went out. Maybe.
Yes, as it is the present perfect, we need the past participle of
Yeah.
the verb go.
The gone. Sorry.
Yes.
I wish. Uh,
Remember that it
I wish.
says we argued all the time.
Yeah, okay, let me see. I wish on holiday together because we argue all the time. Mm. I wish had gone out on holiday.
Almost there. I wish I had never gone on holiday. I
Okay, okay,
wish
okay.
I had never gone on holiday. Just like that.
Mm-hmm.
Together because we argued all the time. Okay, at the end I'm gonna show you the answers so you can check the spelling, okay?
Yeah,
So
okay,
I
thank you.
wish I had never gone on holiday. That is the answer. Number two.
Mm-hmm.
You were not supposed to tell anyone about my news, right?
Mm-hmm.
So please be careful with this. It says it is a little bit tricky because it says you were not supposed to tell anyone about my news. So it means that it was a secret,
A
right?
secret for no one.
I would
Yeah,
rather that.
instead of telling everyone. I would rather
It
you
is
keep.
kind of like the previous exercise. Is wish.
Ah, I would rather. How is the way to say uh, maintaining secret, keeping secrets,
Yes, to keep a secret.
keeping secret
But in this
instead
case, it says I would rather you had
you
kept.
you
You
have
have
kept
kept. Yes, you
you
have
have
kept
kept in secret
my news secret.
my new secret. Yeah, okay,
My
okay.
news
I must
secret.
have the idea.
Yes, you are there. Number three. Although I wanted to quit eating sugar gradually, my doctor told me to stop immediately.
Okay,
So I would prefer what?
sugar. Okay, let me read. I was reading the number four. Although I wanted to quit eating sugar gradually, my doctor told me to stop immediately. I I would rather no. Up sugar readily, but my doctor told me to stop immediately. Yeah, could be. I would rather prefer.
I would rather prefer.
Mm,
No, remember,
no,
we can say I would rather or I would prefer, but
I
not to
would
say do
prefer.
both at the same time.
Okay, I would prefer.
Yes.
I would prefer to. Yeah, like the same app. Oh,
When you stop doing
I
something,
yes,
it's a phrasal verb.
it's a phrasal verb. Give me a clue.
What is, for example, I want to give up, right? I want to give up eating sugar or less fat this year, for example. It's give up.
Yeah, give up. Yeah. I would prefer to, yeah, the same. I would prefer to quit sugar gradually. In,
In this case, you have two options here. I would prefer
Mhm,
to have given up sugar gradually, or maybe
mhm.
I would prefer to give up.
To give up sugar
Yes,
gradually.
I
Ah,
would have
okay.
preferred. The most easy, the easiest one is
I would
I would
prefer
prefer to have given up.
to have given up.
Yes, to
Mm,
have given up. Haber dejado de consumir azúcar.
mm,
So I would prefer to have given up.
to
So we
have
use
given.
the present perfect here, to have given up.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, but my doctor told me not to stop it immediately. Perfect. Number four, I would find Amy more attractive if he didn't laugh at strange things.
Okay, I would find it more
Yes.
attractive if he didn't laugh at the strange things. If it weren't for his sense of humor.
Yes. Perfect. But it is strange things. So it is if were not for, right? For
Ah,
his strange sense of humor.
for his strange
Yes.
sense of
Because
humor. Yeah, for sure.
he laughs at strange things, it says.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
So if we're not for this, I would find Andy very attractive. Okay. If you should ever come to France, please feel free to visit us.
Hmm. You should ever come to
It
friend.
is this should is like the previous one that
Mm.
we learned. If you happen
Yeah,
to
the.
come,
Mm-hmm.
so if you should ever come to France, si por casualidad vienes a Francia, please
If
feel
you
free
should
to visit
ever
us.
come to friend, please feel free to visit.
Feel free to visit us.
Um, please feel free to visit us. Yeah, the same, right?
Yes, if you happen to come to France.
Uh-huh.
Feel
If you
free to
happen
visit
to
us
come to friend.
if you happen to come to France. Perfect. Number six. The most likely reason for scientists getting the conclusion wrong is that they were not thorough enough with their research.
Hmm. The most likely reason for their censor getting the conclusion wrong is that they were
Do you know
not
what
true
is thorough? Yes, right?
with their. What? Sorry.
What is the word thorough?
Ah, we're not true.
When you are a thorough person. No?
No. What is the meaning?
It's minucioso.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
Zero. Enough with the research. Okay.
So if their
If their
research
research
more
had
thorough,
been
más
more,
minuciosa.
the scientists
What is here? What do you think is here?
to the
Remember that
ground
it is a
conclusion.
hypothetical situation.
Yeah. If the scientists. Oh, that is tricky. The most likely reason the research getting the conclusion wrong is that they were not true enough with their research. If the research had been more true, yeah, there is the contrast, right?
Yes.
The scientists probably,
First, you can. Here we have two options. To me,
yeah,
the most like the one that I like is to put probably at first, at the beginning.
yeah.
For example, the scientists probably what would have they done?
The scientists probably would to the ground. Yeah, would find
This is a
would
mixed conditional. Actually,
would
it's very similar to the third conditional because we have the present perfect, sorry, the past perfect. If the research had been more thorough, the scientists probably, right, wouldn't have come to the wrong conclusion.
wouldn't come
Wouldn't or would not have come
would
to
not have
the right conclusion.
would
Come
not
to a
have.
conclusion. Come to an end. That are fixed expressions.
Mm,
Okay, I'm gonna
Okay.
show you, yeah? So you
Yeah.
can
Let
look
me
up.
see the answers, please.
Number
Yeah.
one, we have never gone. That was the easiest one.
Okay. I got it.
Holiday. Remember that is go on holiday always. Go on holiday. Don't forget.
Mm-hmm.
I would rather you had kept my news secret.
You had kept my news secret. Yeah.
Remember that we
Okay.
use I would rather we use it without the preposition to, and would
Mm-hmm.
prefer we use it with the preposition to. I would prefer
Mm-hmm.
to. In this case, as it is rather, it's the verb infinitive.
Mm-hmm.
Number three. As I told you, you have two choices here. I would prefer to
Mm-hmm.
have given up sugar gradually, which is the most that I like. And on the other one is I would have preferred
To give.
the more
Yeah.
perfect. I would have preferred
Mm-hmm.
to give up sugar gradually,
I would prefer to. I would.
which is the same.
Yeah. Then that is the same.
Okay, if it were not for his strange sense of humor, I would have found it more attractive.
Mm-hmm.
The next one, number five. You can write it either like in the inversion, should you or if you, right? Happen to come, or maybe if you should or if you happen to come.
Mm,
The inversion or the normal way.
yeah.
So the easiest one, I guess, is if you should come or if you happen to come.
Um,
That
if you
is the one.
should happen to come.
To me, the
Mm-hmm.
most adaptable one is if you happen to come. That is easiest.
If you happen to come. Yeah.
And the other one, the last one is you would. There you are, two choices one more time. If you would probably not have come to a conclusion, or we probably wouldn't have come to a conclusion, or
Mm,
maybe jumped, but it is a little bit informal
tricky.
jumped.
Yeah.
It's informal jumped. It's better to say come to, come to a conclusion,
Mm.
and that's it. So, according to that, and based on that, how many right answers do you think you would get?
Uh, surely just two.
Two, right?
The one and the second.
Yes. Number two.
Maybe
Maybe number
with,
five.
yeah,
The
maybe
continuity
luck.
factor.
Luck, being a lucky person, maybe four, and the half of the five, maybe.
Yes. But now you know. Please start recognizing these patterns, okay?
Yeah,
If you were not for this, if you should happen to come, if you happen to come, if you
yeah.
happen to something.
I see that something that interesting in the scene one is the way how they start to use this phrase that is related with happen and the
Yes,
conditionals.
the conditionals. It's like a little bit more advanced level of when the use of
Mm-hmm.
conditionals, when we use these kind of things. Okay. Now, one more time, we have the essay that you know how to write an essay, right? So it is not
Mm-hmm.
necessary to. But, anyways, whenever you have free time, please practice this and you can show me up your essay and we can work on that.
I had made the, what is that,
Already,
the
I don't
yeah,
remember what was the task.
yeah, I already made the, what is this, I made one that is proposal,
Oh,
and
the
yeah, that is
proposal, right.
the proposal, yeah, because that is one that I never did before.
Okay. So in that case, do you want to give it a go at that proposal, or maybe we continue with the grammar and we take it on the next lesson?
mm, okay, we can check it out, the that is not longer
Okay.
at all.
So in that case, I would like you to send me through the WhatsApp group, C1 group,
Okay,
and I'm gonna open up here on my computer.
okay, yeah, I had I have a problem. Well, in whichever case, I would send you due to the
Or
fact
maybe
that,
you can share your screen.
yeah, okay, yeah, that make me the life easier.
Okay.
Let me
So
share.
I have stop sharing my screen.
Okay, can you see it?
Let me see. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I'm here
You
because I
just
am
yeah.
doing all the, yeah. I'm making all the tasking in the same file. I had here the proposal is regarding a TV company that is planning to produce a series called "People Who Made a Difference." Right.
Yes.
The proposal is you should briefly describe the historical figure you are suggesting, explaining how they made a difference. Yeah, that is the point.
Okay. Can you
Uh,
zoom it up a little bit closer?
yeah, for sure.
Okay. The introduction. It says the present proposal aims to yeah. That is so useful. Aims to present an honorific figure who managed a critical role in the development of our country. Regarding his achievements in his strong sense of justice and undisputed. Okay. That is a proper adjective. Option and word those who go against, right? Against, I think it is.
Yeah, yeah,
Against the
yeah. Yeah.
radical treatment that the government gives to the population. Perfect. Achievements. Became Ecuador president in Das Roldos. Jaime Roldos, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Was recognized for fighting against. For fighting with
Okay.
ing.
Yeah, yeah,
Fighting.
you're sure.
Yes.
ING. We fight
Against
against.
an Ecuadorian in age and time. Perfect. Age and time. Where was fully critiqued by I think it's criticized.
Yeah, agree.
Criticized by the idea of
Oh, yeah,
giving.
I don't read the theas.
Criticized with the letter S.
Read the. Can you spell it? I don't know. I don't remember the
Okay,
spelling.
I'm gonna send you. I don't know if we can chat here.
Okay.
Where is the chatting? But I don't know where I can send you a message through here.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Cray. Let me explain it. Let me write it.
Okay.
So it
Can you
is.
send me
Can you see
by?
it? Criticized
Okay, okay, okay.
like
Yeah,
that.
I got it. I got it. I got it.
Letter
Yeah,
S T first and then letter S. Criticized by the idea of giving up, of giving Ecuadorians, of giving. Remember,
okay.
when you use a
Yeah,
preposition after a verb, the verb has to go with ing form. Ecuadorians opportunity to give up a popular opinion. During this government, restaurant developed. You mean in past, right? Developed, I guess it was.
yeah.
Developed
Develop.
several laws giving support to the most precarious perfect sectors. Secondary to education and social reforms. To this for these results, his time in power was well known as the Queen. Okay, next. Tribute. The best way to represent correctly this figure is keeping in mind, perfect, that it should be honored and grateful. In this way, it is essential to take into consideration that is incorrect to say to take into
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can
it's like,
say to be aware. It could be suitable.
to be, yeah,
To be aware.
to be
Aware of.
aware
To be aware of the
of
worming, yes, of the wormly personality of the worm, because
the
worming
worm.
is the adverb. We use
Yeah,
the worm personality,
the worm
ingenuity
personality.
to express his thoughts and beliefs which engaged the
That is the heart, right?
oh yeah,
Heart.
the
Yeah.
heart of millions of people. Perfect. On the whole, perfect. I am pretty sure that
Yeah.
most people it could yeah most
Most
people has a similar think has a similar mindset it could be
mindset. Yeah, that sounds better.
of his liberator fighter who gave, I guess, because we are talking in past, right?
Talking in past.
Forgive a piece. No. When it comes to talking about impact, we just have who had
Uh,
who had a
who had
positive impact. Remember, it is always have. an impact on
Mm-hmm. On
had
impact
impact
on.
on something. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
on his time and could give us now as a character through a script. Perfect. Nice. Perfect, my dear. Did you do it on your own, I guess, right?
Yeah, for sure. That is because this has a lot of mistakes.
Yes. Because, for example, I have some students of the B2 certification that when we are in class, they don't even know how to create a sentence. And then when I send them the writing task, they show me something like this.
Yeah.
And they use, for example, I don't know, maybe artificial intelligence or maybe I don't know.
Yeah, but
But you're
well,
right.
being completely honest, I think more time because I don't think that proposal was made it in 40 minutes. I think I
Yes.
spent more than 40 45 minutes doing this,
Yes.
but I would try to figure out more new phrases like
Yeah.
honore.
At the beginning for sure it will take you more time, but as you're going through this practice you will get the hang of it.
Yeah, I
You
hope
will
so.
get the hang of it. Okay, perfect, my dear Leo. Let's continue. Okay,
No?
so I'm gonna share my screen. Can you stop
Porque
sharing yours? Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Give me a second.
Okay.
Okay, can you give me a second? I
Okay,
trying
okay,
to
yes, for
solve
sure.
something here.
Take your time. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay, thank you for your time.
Okay, we're going to continue. Let me see. Okay, we're gonna jump to right this page because it is only about pronunciation, and you know this. At the
Yeah,
beginning,
don't worry.
land, concentrate, and that. Okay, so let's jump right to the next page. I'm going to give you some advice on this part. That is the part one, the
Speaking.
interview speaking. In this unit, we're in unit four. Yeah, you are going to learn gerunds and infinitives, but in a civil level, comparisons, point, use, purpose, and advantage. For example, have you ever heard about these phrases like "there is no point in"? or it is
There's
useless to do something, those kind of things.
yeah, I have heard it, but no, it's normal to use it in my daily vocabulary.
Yeah, yeah, I guess. So you are going to remember this, body and movement idioms and phrasal verbs as well. Okay.
Mhm.
So in this part, how would you answer? Try to answer using adjectives, suitable adverbs, and connectors. Okay. What kind of job do you think you will do in the future? I
Mm,
guess. I mean, another job because apart from being a teacher.
for sure. Um, Thinking about future, I think surely I can get a suitable job like a translator. Then that is something that I keep in mind every day because that is something that is easy in our case as a teachers, as people who take another language, part of the mother language for sure. Yeah, there is something that I think I consider that could be interesting in the way that you can find different people, like businessmen or maybe just government who need the help to be in a important meeting. I think that could be an interesting way to spend our abilities.
Yeah, it could be perfect, suitable. Next, do you consider yourself to be an ambitious person?
Yeah, for sure. I consider I'm an ambitious person due to the fact that since I was a child, my parents had a constantly a way to give me support, to help me to think out of the box, in the way to try to figure out new ways to create ways to get money, to create business, to not depend just one way to get a source of money,
Okay,
that in the way to expand the mindset, to try to figure out something different.
perfect, nice. Number three, do you think it is better to work for a small or large company?
Hmm, that is interesting, that could depend from the perspective of the people. Yeah, in my mindset is that it could be easier or more interesting to work in a small company. Why? That is the main reason, because I love to keep in contact with my partners in order to know in more people, to create a good environment where we can share ideas, beliefs, on even a joke where you can feel comfortable. That is the way.
Okay, perfect. At the end, I'm gonna show you feedback on your answers. Okay. Number four,
Okay.
it is a good idea for young people to work part time while they study. Do you think it's a suitable idea for them?
Hmm. Well, being completely honest, I don't think it's a good idea due to the fact that I you spend most of the time where you're studying thinking in maybe job, homeworks, different tasks, those things that take a lot of things in being a student. While the part-time job can help you for sure, but if you have the possibility to avoid it, I think you can take it.
Okay, perfect. Number five, how important is it for people to have a job that they really enjoy?
Oh, that is really important. That is essentially in the life of the all the people, because thinking that if you had a job that enjoy you, that make easier your life, that make that you don't feel that you are working, because if you do whatever that you love, that make that every day you just still doing like a hobby.
Yes, like a hobby. Okay, no more.
No more, I think.
Okay, so in number one, okay, I would like you to take notes, and
Yep.
if you don't know any word that I'm going to say, you can tell me, okay? So, for
Okay.
example, the first one says, "What kind of job you think you will do in the future?" Talking about planning ahead, right? You can say, "In the future, I see, for example, I see myself working in a role that combines creativity, problem solving, and a meaningful interaction with people." like that.
Mm-hmm.
Ideally, you use adverbs here. It would be a position where I can continue learning, take on responsibility. You use phrasal verbs, as you can see, take on responsibility, and contribute to projects to have a real impact rather than just performing repetitive tasks, like that,
Mm-hmm.
for example. Regarding the next one that you said you consider to be an ambitious person, you tell me that yes, right? For example, you can say like this: yes, I would describe myself as an ambitious person, but in a realistic and balanced way. For example, I set my clear goals and work consistently, right, to achieve them, or I work towards my goals. While also I value personal well-being and long-term satisfaction. You see, long-term satisfaction and well-being rather
Mm-hmm.
than success at any cost. You could
Yeah.
say it's like you made a balance. You are an ambitious
Mm-hmm.
person, but you are realistic at the same time, right? Number three, do you think it is better to work for a large company? Okay, in this case, you can say both, because both have advantages. But I believe it largely depends on an individual's priorities, because it will depend on the person, of course. Large companies, on the one hand, offer stability, career progression, and structured training, whereas a small company usually provides more flexibility, closer teamwork, and opportunities to take on a wider range of responsibilities. But for example, in my case, talking about me personally, I am more like to environments where my contribution feels visible. For example, you can say
Mm-hmm.
like this. Not so not so difficult, but as well you use sophisticated vocabulary. Next,
Yeah. Okay.
it is a good idea for young people to work part time. Okay, in this case, you can say you told me that yes, right or not?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think. Yeah. Just in the case that you are obligated, you must
That you
need
are in
it.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, for example, my case personally, I guess that yeah, because I think working part time can be extremely beneficial for young people as long as it doesn't interfere, as you told me, with their studies. It helps them develop essential skills such as time management, responsibility, and communication, while also giving them a sense of independence and a real world experience. Like that.
Yeah. Okay. That
Okay?
sounds good.
And the last one was how important is it for people to have a job, for sure. Having a job that you want, that you really enjoy, is so important since work occupies, right? We use formal vocabulary here, occupies a significant part of your life. When people find their work engaging and meaningful, they tend to be more motivated, they tend to be more productive, and they tend to be more mentally healthy
Mm-hmm.
because it leads them to a better performance and an overall life satisfaction. Like that.
Yeah.
Okay? In
Okay.
this way,
That's.
I would like you to train your brain so you start producing these answers automatically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go over the next part. All in a day's work. We're gonna practice vocabulary here. So we have to use the words that are in box to complete these statements. If needed, we have to change the form of these words. Alright,
Mm-hmm.
so we start. Number one, we have advantage, purpose, point, and use. What do you think is the number one? It says,
Yeah.
it is to your to make as many contacts as possible. It will make it easier to get a job.
Hmm. It's your to make as many contacts as possible. It's to
Oh, you
your.
never heard about that phrase.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you, it is in bold. That is why it is in bold. The phrases, okay? Hay lo que está
Mm-hmm.
en negrita, it's the whole phrase like that. It's an idiom. It is to your advantage to do something, right? It is to
Mm-hmm.
your advantage to. Es beneficioso para ti.
Mm.
To your
Okay, let
advantage
me write it.
to make contacts. It is to your advantage to study English. It is to your advantage to practice exercise. I don't know. It is to your advantage.
Es beneficioso, right?
Yes. So we have one. That is done.
Yeah,
Let me cross it out, but I guess we need it.
yeah, we will
Oh, we
need.
need it more than once.
Yeah,
Okay. Number two, doing an unpaid internship seems a bit, if you ask me. I would much
mm,
rather to just get an
disappointment.
envelope or take it home.
Doing an unpaid internship seems a bit use,
In this case, you have
useless.
two options: useless or
Useless,
pointless.
pointless. Yeah,
Seems a bit useless or pointless.
yeah, useless.
Seems a bit, parece un poco inútil, right?
Mm.
If you ask me. Pointless or useless. Number two. Number three. It is normal to start questioning your in life. This
It's
is easy.
normal to start questioning your purpose in
Yes, your
life.
purpose in life. Your purpose in life. When you're young, it is the reason why you are here.
Hmm.
Number four. I am at anything to do with finance and money management. Maths was never my strong subject.
To do with financial management. I am. I don't know. I
For
am.
example, when you don't know how to do something, anything, you
I
are
am
useless.
useless.
I am useless at anything. Inútil. En.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Remember that is useless at. Like good at.
Useless
To be
at.
good at. To be useless at. Number five. Being shy definitely puts you at a
Point.
in a job interview. At a
Yeah.
disadvantage.
Ah,
Put you
and
at a disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Yes.
Yeah, puts you at
Because it says being
disadvantage.
shy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, next. But it is important to make eye contact. Number six. Companies have dress codes for a so employees should stick to them.
For a purpose.
Perfect for a purpose. For a purpose.
Yeah.
Number seven. I think anything you learn at school will eventually come in one day.
Advantage.
Come in advantage, not. Come
Coming.
in useful.
Coming useful.
Yes. Come in useful means that something could be útil. Come in useful. Puede ser útil. Come in useful one day. Number eight. There comes a in life when.
There comes in
What do you
life
think?
when there comes a purpose in life when
There
you have
comes a point in life when.
there comes a point of
Llega un
life.
momento en la vida cuando.
Mm,
Yes, there comes a point in life when you have to start standing on your own to fit. Number nine. I didn't make good of
didn't make good
at
of
school. My time at school.
my yeah. I didn't make good of my time of school.
Like you
Mm,
don't use your time to do productivity things, productive things. I didn't make good use
good use.
of my time when I was at school. So I wish I had studied a bit harder. Number 10. I don't really see the of
Point.
learning. See the point. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
See the point of. Or maybe the use of
Mm-hmm.
any of those choices. Number 11. A student should take full of online businesses, networking sites.
Hay unos chanclas por aquí, supongo que les hace frío la pata. Sorry, the
A student should take full.
full
This
full
phrase
yeah,
it is a B1 or C1
full of
level, I guess. Take
right
advantage
business.
of.
Take full advantage
Take full
of.
advantage of online businesses and working sites. Number 12. Vocational jobs such as teaching and nursing give people a clearer sense of.
Of let me see. Full full. Vocation jobs such as teaching and nursing give people a clear sense of no the
Of purpose.
purpose. Purpose,
Yep,
right?
that's
Yeah, a clear
correct.
sense of purpose.
Perfect. Next, we're gonna practice a little bit of speaking. One more time. We're gonna hold a conversation with both, okay? And we practice the speaking part three as well. Next.
Okay,
Okay.
collaborative.
But first, the speaking number two. The second activity, sorry. Working pairs. Discuss to what extent you agree or disagree with the statements in exercise one. Give reasons for your answers.
Okay.
Okay, let's go over number one, I guess it is. It is to your advantage to make any contact as possible because it will make it easier to get a job.
Hmm? Yeah, okay. I agree with the phrase, yeah, that make you easier the life if you know a lot of people you meet with different person who is in power at the moment. Yeah, could make it easier at the moment that you're looking for a job.
Okay. Number two, doing an unpaid internship seems to be a little bit useless. Sorry, if you ask me, I would rather match to get an entry level pet job.
Mm, yeah, agree. And yeah, there is not a lot of that I can add in that.
Okay. Do you think it is normal to start questioning your point in life, your purpose in life, sorry, when you are young?
Yeah, for sure, there is something normal that is called the 20s crisis. Yeah, at the moment that you are engaging in new things, starting to leave the college, or maybe starting with a project, a personal project that is regarding a job, that make you the difficulty to think clearly. Yeah, and that is the point of life, that you start to questioning yourself.
Okay. Do you consider yourself to be useless at anything that has come to do with finance and money management?
No, I don't think so. I consider that in contrast, I am so useful at the way to take financial decisions or whatever that is related with money management.
Okay. Do you think that being shy could be like a little bit a drawback, right? When it comes to perform a job interview.
Yeah, for sure. That is something that could happen with some people that is extremely shy. That they have to that difficulty to express their ideas at the moment, and make that in an interview where you have to express the way to you can manage your time or try to organize the ideas as a teacher. Could give you a bad presentation, a bad first glance, you know.
Okay. We continue with your one that is what about regarding dress codes in a company? Do you think it could be essential?
I don't think that is essential, because the way that you give a good treatment for people, that is the way that how the population, the people have to take into consideration the way that companies works. But there is normal that people uh, firstly take a look for what is in the company, like the yeah, for sure, the dress, and then make an opinion about it.
Okay, nice. Shall we move on to the next part, the collaborative
Okay.
task? Okay. So in this part, just let me see how much time do we have for this part. Okay, this task because in this part is like more time that you have. Yes, it's like 3 or 4 minutes more or less.
Mhm.
Okay. So the question says, how useful might these
Can you
experiences?
can you give me a second? I will solve for last time this.
Okay,
I'm doing something. Thank you, Paul. Yeah, we can continue.
Okay, so the question says, how useful, remember that it is an interactive conversation, okay? How useful might this experience be when it comes to preparing the students, the school students for their working lives? And we have learning about money management. There is one. Doing volunteer work, internships, role playing job interviewers, or maybe working part time, or maybe meeting employers at a careers day.
Hmm, that
So,
interesting, right? Would you like to start?
okay, so we need to discuss about how useful might be these experiences, right? Maybe we
Mhm.
could start with meeting employers at careers day. I think it could be like interesting.
Yeah, for sure. That could be a good idea for students that maybe in
That could
the
be a good
third,
place to begin, right?
yeah, the people in third bachelorette they are not always sure that what they could do with their lives, right? And that could give us a opportunity to know what is the reality in each job. You know, what is the reality? Maybe being a policeman, being maybe an engineer, being a teacher, whatever.
Yes, as you told me, it can be extremely valuable because it gives you like the directions, the insights into different professions and helps you to understand them and what skills are actually useful or required in a certain workplace.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Next, what do you think about maybe working part time?
Hmm. I don't think that is a good idea at all because, since my perspective, could be a better idea to take the information from people that is already making that job, yeah, like the employers in the day of the career day, okay, maybe. In that way, I think you can feel, okay, how they, with the explanation of those people, you can maybe try to relate how is this work. I don't think it is completely necessary to take a part-time job.
Really?
Yeah, well,
Because
but I don't.
because personally I think this is one of the most easiest and effective ways to prepare for work in life. Because a part-time job provides you with valuable responsibility. You learn how to manage your time, teamwork. All of these are skills that you really need that you
Mhm.
don't
Yeah,
learn in textbooks, for example. You have
yeah,
to
that's
experience
true.
that.
But however, consistently,
The only drawback here, or maybe disadvantage, is that it can interfere with your studies, for example.
yeah,
That
for
could be
sure,
a drawback.
and that is I would say close to say, because there is a constantly responsibility. You know that being realistic that make you kind of stress, yeah, for the young people. You know, for one side you have to take attention in classes and make jobs and all those things, and for another side you have to keep attention in the work.
Okay, perfect. Let's see. How about learning how to manage money? Learn about money management.
Yeah, that's cool, right? Because no one tells you how to spend correctly or how you waste incorrectly your money. Yeah, you just discover that in the way that you fail or you
I
make
think
a
that
correct decision.
in most of I mean places, this is a subject or maybe a thing that it is very underestimated because it is
Yeah.
essential. In school, they learn you how to read. They teach you how to write. Sorry, they teach you how to do so many things, but
Mhm.
they don't teach you how to manage your money. That is
Yeah,
essential.
that's a true, and that is completely sad because this money management could be added in whatever of those subjects that is related, like economy, on in our reality. That is like that subject that is just for make cheques. I don't know that word,
Yes.
but that is the way.
Okay.
Yeah, what do you think about doing a volunteer work?
Doing a volunteer work, I think volunteering is very useful, particularly because it helps the students to develop soft skills, which is so
Hmm?
important, like communication and empathy. And it also shows you how to commit in a work which employers really value in this case.
Yeah, that's completely value. Yeah, doing a volunteer job is like to take a part-time job. Yeah, that you make you the opportunity to balance your life in a way. Yeah, try to balance the way how you spend time for your
Maybe
job and
in
even
addition
the
to that, it can be helpful to for you to discover what you are really passionate about. I mean, in terms of
yeah.
job.
What are the best skills that you can develop, or what are your strong points?
In this case, it's a little bit similar role-playing job interviews because it's a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It seems to be quite practical too. What do you think?
Yeah, yeah, as you say, it's quite good due to the fact that you can never be prepared for an interview. Yeah, you are always prepared to see what could
It
be the
builds you
questions.
it builds confidence and prepares you for the real interview
Mhm.
situations, which can
Yeah,
be
there is a
sometimes, as you know, an interview might be most of the cases stressful and you get nervous most of the cases
yeah,
because you are
make a
inexperienced.
make a good practice. Give you a wider range of different open to you a wider range of different views of opportunities, and even prepare you to be ready for those stressful cases.
Okay, so we have to reach to an agreement and we have to decide together which experience would most help a student or a person to build their confidence, their self-confidence in readiness for work.
Hmm.
So, what do you think is the most suitable way?
I think could be meeting employers at the career dairy, or maybe I am sure that learning about money management could be a good idea.
Okay, in my case, I would say that while all of this experience that you told me are useful, working a part-time job could be like, and meeting employers maybe as well, would probably have the greatest impact on this part because they
Hmm.
provide you real life exposure, which is definitely what prepares you for your future career.
Yeah, that can give you another point of view, right? The way how you have
To
to
provide
do
you with
something.
valuable insights, what could be the
Mm-hmm.
real life of work, at work, sorry. Yes.
Yeah,
So
that
shall we
can
agree
be
on that?
give you a useless experience. Yeah, yeah, we can agree with the work
Okay,
part time job.
nice. That is the way that we have to perform in this part. Okay, so don't forget. As you can see here, you have some useful language. For example, when it comes to talking about habitual behavior, you can say it is pretty normal. Okay, try
Mm-hmm.
to get used to this kind of vocabulary instead of saying all of the time it is very, it is very, it is very, it
Mm-hmm.
is pretty. It is
Mm-hmm.
pretty normal for example 10 years 16-year-olds in my country to have part-time jobs. I used to help out at my local animal shelter. For hypothetical situations, if schools focus on money management, it could probably help some students with budgeting, which is essential. Asking questions, maybe in this part. Do you think this one could be helpful at all? Or maybe what do you think a student might gain from and then the ING work?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next. We have the multiple matching, but I guess no,
I
we
don't
don't
think
have
we
that.
have enough time for that.
No, no, we don't have. So instead, we're going to practice the next part that is on page number 201.
Yeah, okay. 201.
201. Let me see. This is 205 in here. 201. Oh my gosh. Okay. 202. I
210.
guess it is.
Yeah, 208. It's
208.
mhm.
I don't find it. 208. No, this is the speaking part too, the long term. Did you find it?
Nope.
Because it
No.
says here, page number 201.
Yeah, but there isn't there. No, I couldn't find it.
Because it says here, go back to page number 100 and the speaking part 4.
No, I
No?
go until 230 and I didn't find it.
Oh yeah, the speaking part 4 it says.
See?
Yes, this the further discussion, not the part 3. Okay, the question is number 1. What do you think people gain from doing volunteer work? First of all,
Um,
they gain experience. That is the first thing that you gain from that kind of job.
hmm. Um, what do you think people gain from doing volunteer work?
And maybe
Okay.
you also get in contact, get in touch with new people. You start making contacts, and it could be beneficial when it comes to starting a new work.
Yeah, for sure. Doing a volunteer can give you some advantages like discover new mindsets, discover new perspective that you are avoiding. Even that comes a point in life where you open your wings and try to figure it out new horizons where you can find maybe a new skill that you want to develop, a new hobby that you want to try, or even something that could be not so important, just like a new style of music or maybe a new style of dressing. Yeah, whatever. The
Okay.
volunteer work can give you also skills that are useful for your work or just essential for your lifestyle.
Yes, we're gonna finish the lesson by doing the final question. Some people stay in the same company for many years, right? Or in the same workplace for many years. What do you think is the reason for this?
Hmm. I sure, and that's surely because people have a clear sense of purpose and the way that they feel comfortable in a job, and the comfortably place there is not easier to live up because uh, people normally
Because
had the
it
fear.
provides you with stability, right?
Yeah,
For
provides
example, if
you.
you want to settle down in a certain place, it could be proper for you.
Yeah, but for sure, all the people, all the humanity have the fear to face new things, the fear to face something that is unknown. There is because people stay in the same place.
Perfect, my dear Diego. So I'm gonna go back to the page that is, I guess, 45, 55. Okay, so the next lesson we are going to practice this listening part, okay?
Listening. Okay.
Listening, we continue with the next content. So please, we're gonna take today's attendance screenshot and you can leave.
Thank you.